Video disclaimer. Do I think that this is going to happen before the trade deadline? Absolutely not. Okay. Realistically, I just think that Kirk Cousins is going to be a Minnesota Viking to the end of the season. That's just what it is. Do I think he's going to be a Minnesota Viking next season? Absolutely not. Right. But I see people talking about the New York Jets. That's picking up even more steam than it was a couple weeks ago when you had all your main media people saying, oh, the Jets should they should call the Minnesota Vikings to see if Kirk Cousins is available. What's Kwesi thinking? Is he ready to trade him off? Especially now that we're 1-4 and possibly could be 1-5 after Sunday. What's the vibes like? To me, I don't think that the Jets would be a good spot for him. Not just because of the media. They have Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is going to be their quarterback next season. And then you think about the Falcons, right? So shout out Purple Daily. They've talked about the Falcons. Got a couple other podcasters, including myself, maybe threw the Falcons out there. But I got one even better. Check me out, y'all. Kirk Cousins is going to be going back to the Washington Commanders, formerly known as the Washington Redskins. Look, I'm going to put it like this. I played Madden, bruh. I simulated 1 year, and guess what? In year 2024, guess where Kirk went? To Washington Commanders, man. Madden called it. Madden is calling it, man. Madden inspired me to bring this video to y'all. But then I thought about it, and I'm like, the Falcons, if he really is about winning, is he going to win at the Falcons? Absolutely not. The Falcons aren't ready to push for a Super Bowl, even if you add a player like Kirk Cousins. We got to realize Kirk Cousins is not the type of quarterback that's going to get you to the Super Bowl. Like, your team needs to be built, all right? You need to be built. You can't go into it like, oh, well, we still got a couple pieces we got to fill. We'll do that in the next couple years, because things happen and Kirk's just not going to get you over that hump like that, all right? Because that's what we learned as Vikings fans, that, yes, he'll put up the numbers, but he just wasn't good enough to get us over that hump. He couldn't really overcome the deficiencies that this team had, okay? And that's not his fault. You feel me? Like, I never expected anything else. So that's why I don't get too mad. I just get mad when we do it over and over again and try the experiment over and over again and get the same results. That's when I get mad, all right? That's when I get mad. But Kirk going to the Falcons, I can see it. There is a possibility due to the fact of his wife's from there. He lived at his in-laws' house in Atlanta during his free agent thing that he had going on between the Jets and the Vikings, and he was chilling there until he made his final decision. So there's definitely some ties there. But the way he talks about Washington, the city, man, he loved that city. He did a lot of things for that community. He said him and Julie really enjoyed being in Washington. If you think about the Netflix series, The Quarterback, he was talking about Washington, hyping it up. And I look at it like this. I know there's some people who think Sam Howell might be good. Listen, Sam Howell is not a franchise quarterback, all right? Let's just call it for what it is. He got a little bit of flashy plays that we're seeing here and there, but it's not on him. And I believe that, if I was a Washington fan, I would rather have Sam Howell and build, right? But let's just talk about it how we should talk about it, though. Because Kirk, you can't stay here. Let's just call it for what it is. You can't stay here. So Washington might accept you. Now, when you think about Sam Howell and you think about Kirk Cousins, if Washington believes that, our defense is where it needs to be, we bring Kirk back. He was one of the better quarterbacks that we've had in a long time. Ever since Kirk left, we haven't been able to find that guy. He went, played in Minnesota, got some more experience. Let's bring him back and let's see what we can do. Now, I think it's a failed job, but that's just my opinion. Never know. You never know. But that's not for me to worry about either, or you to worry about. That's for Washington to worry about and their fans. Shout out my boy Rio, man. I know my boy Rio, 1 minute he likes Sam Howell. Sam Howell come out the next game, throw 3 interceptions and look like he's supposed to look. You know what I'm saying? But, Atlanta, Desmond Ridder. I love Desmond Ridder. I thought he was good. He played a good game last game, but I don't think that's it either. But again, I don't think Washington or Atlanta have teams that are ready to just plug a quarterback in, a veteran quarterback, and win a Super Bowl. But guess what? Can't stay here, Kirk. But, man, how do y'all feel, man? Do you think that Kirk Cousins can really go back home? Is it going to be a homecoming? I can see that because real quick before we get out of here, is I looked at a lot of the teams and I'm thinking about it like, bro, most teams pretty much have their guy set. They either have a young guy, because there was like 3 teams that Kirk could have went to before this season started. They all went and drafted a guy or got a guy now. So the opportunities are becoming slim. Let me know how you feel, man. Kirk Cousins going back to the Washington Commanders. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, smooth summer, who running? I hear them talking, but they ain't gon' do nothing. Celebration, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.